Coming up on R&B Reviews, it's my review of one of the most talked about independent films of the summer called The Way, Way Back.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think you are?
A 6.
I think you're a 3. Since I've been dating your mom, I don't see you putting yourself out there, bud. You can try to get that score up at my beach house this summer.
Hi, I'm Rob, and thank you very much for checking out R&B Reviews. I decided to do another review outside because it's a nice day, and I enjoyed reviewing the Wolverine outside in my backyard, so I thought I would do the same with this one. Today, I'm going to be reviewing The Way, Way Back. It's from the writing team of Nat Faxon and Jim Rash, who co-wrote The Descendants with Alexander Payne a few years ago, and they won an Oscar for it. It's a coming-of-age story about a 14-year-old named Duncan who goes on a summer vacation with his mother, played by Toni Collette, and her boyfriend, Trent, played by Steve Carell. Now, Duncan is at this very awkward phase in his life where he just doesn't know where he fits in. His mom and Trent are often off socializing with their neighbors, and Trent's daughter is a little older than Duncan. She's off hanging out with her gossipy teenage friends. So one day he comes across a water park where he makes friends with Owen, played by Sam Rockwell, and Duncan begins to finally come out of his shell. Faxon and Rash, who also directed this film, I thought created a script and characters that were funny, dramatic, and very relatable. I remember going through a life sucks phase. I mean, who doesn't? where we think that, you know, life is hard and we're not sure where we fit in. And I think one of the reasons why I really enjoyed this film is Liam James as Duncan made me sympathize with his character. I mean, he doesn't like his family life, and he needs an escape from all these things that are happening around him. And, like, for example, like his mom and, most of all, Trent are bossing him around, and Trent saying that Duncan's not doing anything with his life, and all that. And the film, one thing I really liked about the movie was that the film manages to have the audience get to know these characters in such a short span of time just by using the dialogue and the actors' performances. Sometimes in movies, especially this past summer, features a lot of long explanation stuff, but Faxon and Rash managed to create, you know, something that we can latch onto the characters in just a short span of time, just by, again, like I said, the dialogue and watching the actors take on these roles and, you know, making something of it. Speaking of the characters, I think the characters themselves were very colorful. I mean, one of my favorite performances in this movie was Allison Janney as the alcoholic neighbor who's constantly, I guess, making one-liners at everybody. Sometimes they're, you know, self-depreciative stuff.
Who is this in all this awkward glory?
This is my son, Duncan.
I was going to name my youngest Duncan, but we went with Peter. Finally, fixed his lazy eye, now it's even worse. But Mom. Just stare at the bridge of his nose, that's what I do.
You're the worst.
And I also enjoyed Sam Rockwell as the sarcastic, dry-humored Owen that befriends Duncan.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to leave. You're having way too much fun. It's making everyone uncomfortable.
Wow. I'm just kidding. That wasn't even my best stuff.
Steve Carell, he kind of plays against type here as a dominating jerk character who's always putting Duncan down for not doing something with his life. And I thought the script did a very good job at balancing the comedic moments with the dramatic ones, like, you know, with, Duncan going out trying to make friends and trying to, you know, start to fit in and start to, you know, come out of his shell a little bit, and the dramatic stuff involving Duncan's life problems at home. The Way, Way Back, I thought, was a lot of fun to watch. Granted, it is familiar, there's but it's a coming-of-age story. It does feature a lot of familiar elements. You know, you got the 14-year-old that doesn't really fit in, and he befriends this cool character, and there's, of course, you know, falling in love with, you know, a neighbor and all that stuff. But, you know, I really like the characters. I really like the story. I think Faxon and Rash, you know, did something nice with the script, and I thought it was touching, funny, and very relatable. So the movie was in limited release, and now it's making its way around the country now. So if it's playing near you, I recommend seeing this movie in theaters. I thought, again, like I said, it's funny. It's very relatable. We've all been through the, you know, teenage phase where we hate everything and we hate everyone, and life just sucks no matter what. And everybody is split up into cliques, and it's just, you know, you don't know where you fit in. It's a very relatable movie. It's very funny. Yes, it's familiar, but I really enjoyed it, and I really thought it was fun. Alright, well, that's my review of The Way, Way Back. If you have seen this movie, go ahead and post your comments about it, or if you have any feedback about the video or the channel, go ahead and post it. So, again, thank you very much for watching R&B Reviews.